choose Jerry's,
R&R.
R,
R and R.
I know.
Say, here's Papa.
Here's Papa.
Well, we finally made it back. We've been doing some things around the house. We thought spring was here. Not. What do you think, Joe? How cold is it out today?
It was like 40, 36.
Which ain't too bad, but it's like 32 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, with the coming of spring and all the toys out in the barn, what kind of toys we got in the barn, Joe?
Tractors.
And?
Your motorcycle.
And?
A motorcycle.
Whose motorcycle?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Yeah, we went and picked Joe up a motorcycle a couple days ago. That was a road trip. But so probably with the coming of hopefully spring, we're gonna start doing more outside work. But rainy days and Mondays are good for filming. Today's Monday, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
And it's raining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it's snowing.
2 for 2.
Yeah. But we'll still be pounding them out. Okay. I like to keep my promises. And today's promise is going to be hiding your switches. That's a tip that we like to do. Went to Sandusky over this last weekend. I got to visit a yard and what they actually have in their yard and all that good stuff. But you'll notice there's a lot of timbers, we'll call them railroad ties, around in the yards. If you go to my homepage, can they see that on YouTube?
No.
Or do they got to go to Facebook in order to get it?
Facebook.
Alright, look me up on Facebook. It's my Facebook, Jerry's R&R. Alright, so just put in Jerry's R&R and you'll find it. Some really cool trains up there this past weekend. What was it? North Fork.
North Folk.
North Folk. Southern. And BNSF.
Mm-hmm.
But that BNSF was sharp. Orange.
Burlington Northern Santa Fe.
Yeah. It was all orange and yellow and black. Very impressive. It's too bad the weather sucked. I could have got some better pictures, but pretty cool area for train activity. Alright, so we're going to hide the switch finally. Oh, let's see, I went and picked up some, let's see, we're going to call this 3/8 by 1/4. Can you see that? Shing, shing, shing. Okay. This is the switch that we're going to hide. This one's kind of different than your normal, but the normal switch, you know, the black ones. Give me 2 seconds. Not in that drawer. In that drawer. This is pretty much the normal switch. You can do the same thing to these switches. The only thing you gotta watch for is this guy right here. But still easy. Same concept. Alright. 1 inch equals 87 inches. So that in feet would be 7 foot. 4 inches, 3 inches?
Sure.
Okay, we're going to call it 7 foot. But your railroad ties are pretty much 8 foot. So what I did is I marked this about 1.25 inches. So we're going to cut these out. And I'm using balsa wood. I like balsa wood, it's soft, easy to cut. Plus it really absorbs the paint. So that's 2 coats of paint on here. It comes out looking pretty sweet. You're still going to get like a rough cut on the end. That's okay. Look at a railroad tie and how rough that is. Alright, so what we're going to do is you're going to put one on one side of the slidey. Man, this brown stuff, man, it's like everywhere. Who put that on the train board?
Crazy man.
But, so I'm going to put my switch in between there. We'll call that the thingamabob. Alright. So you got those 2 there. This is pretty much 3/16 that I'm going to now. I'm just going to eyeball it 1.25 inches. Not all railroad ties are created equal. And what you're going to do is bring that into the inside. Alright, so what we did is we cut everything out about 1.25 inches, give or take. Now what you're going to do is, if you can see the stacking there, see how second tier, you kind of pull it in past that bottom tier. So basically you're making a hole in there. Stack it about 2 or 3 high. Then I got 1/8 inch stick. Put a couple of those on there. Mix it up a little bit. Alright, so then there's this one. Made the hole on that one. So once you make your hole, you can set that right over that switch. That way it still performs its duty. Duty. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to let the glue dry. I'm going to take some brown. I'm going to paint it all brown. Then what I'm going to do is dry brush. Come on now, you remember the dry brush, right? Yeah. And I'm just going to dry brush black on it. Make it look like the creosote that they use in timbers. But I think this one might be stiff enough. I think this one's got a stiffy. I'm going to set that right over that nipple standing up. And we'll put 2 piles of... Did I get you?
No.
2 piles of railroad ties here. Like I said, you're going to put that hole right over that switch. How's that looking on camera?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'll have to come back once it's painted, show you what it looks like. I'm going to do the same thing to the stone piles here. Paint them brown, black brush. Black brush. But dry brush the black on it. So that looks pretty cool. The only thing that you got to watch now, bring your engine through there. What I'll do is I'll glue these onto the switch, then I'll bring my engines through, and then with my trusty Ginsu knife, I'll start trimming at that pile and make the train fit through. So that is